people? It's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don One, and welcome to another fabulous rendition of Twitter for this podcast, episode 61. How ya living? I'm living swell. Happy Labor Day. Okay. Hope everyone is having a fabulous Monday morning, a great Labor Day. I hope everyone get their grill on, their barbecue on, get your food on, your dance on, okay? Hope you meet a hottie, okay, with the gorgeous body. Nevertheless, I digress. Why am I talking this way? Anyway, look, I hope everyone had a fabulous Labor Day weekend. You know, I grilled out over the weekend, and I'm just chilling on Labor Day. And I'm pretty sure everyone else is going to get the grill on and barbecue and do their thing. But I figured, let me get my late night audience that done work the graveyard shift, as well as my early morning audience who's waking up and getting ready, getting prepared to go in, okay? Even though there's a lot of places that are closed on Labor Day, like the post office, you know, government offices and government jobs and things of that nature. But the rest of us, it's just a regular day, okay? It's just a regular day, all right? Nevertheless, I digress. Please hit the subscription button, the notification bell, share this live stream as well as this YouTube channel with your friends, family, and followers. Let's get this channel lit, and let's get this YouTube live stream going in the YouTube algorithm. Now, if you want to further support the channel, hit the join membership button. Remember, membership has its privilege, as you can send donations either through super chat stickers or super chats, or you can hit the Cash app, $ I'm Chris the Don One. All right. Anyone that donates through the Cash app will be the stream sponsor on the next rendition of Twitter for this podcast. Now, we got all that stuff out of the way. All right. We got a jam-packed show today. We're going to be talking about Erica Mena. We're going to be talking about Young Bleu. Oh, Lord, Young Bleu. Lord, have mercy. Lord, help Young Bleu out. As well as we got some news about 50 Cent, Mike Gate, as well as, Lil Wayne. Got some Lil Wayne news, as well as we got some other news and notes. So let's just get it in. All right. First order of business, first order of discussion is Erica Mena. Okay. Now, if you're not familiar with Erica Mena, she's basically on reality TV. I think she's on Love and Hip Hop Miami or Atlanta, whatever. Basically she's a reality TV star. Okay, if you can see me, you can see my quotation. I'm doing my fingers like quotation marks, or a star on reality TV. But anywho, she's been in some recent news. She got into a fight with another girl at some bar or some hookah lounge, and basically lied to the officer that she's pregnant when she's not even nowhere near pregnant. All right. She got into a recent battle with Safari that went kind of left with her. She thought that she was going to cash out Safari. She got kind of upset with the verdict with that. But anywho, Erica Mena was on the show, and she called this girl Spice. Never heard of her before in my life. I heard of the Spice Girls, okay? You really wrong. What you really wrong? You really wrong. What you really wrong? Anywho, I know the Spice Girls, okay? I know the Dixie Chicks, but I have never heard of this girl Spice before in my life. In Love and Hip Hop, these reality shows and these personalities that's supposed to be stars, 75% of them I don't even know. All right, but anyway, they got into it, and she used some racial slurs to describe this girl. I'm not gonna actually say what she said. Okay, but that actually, after a lot of people being very critical of the show and very critical of Erica Mena, how she described this lady. VH1 had to do something, and they terminated Erica Mena. If I can do a Donald J. Trump voice, you're fired. Okay, they basically, you're fired. Okay, you're fired, Erica Mena. You're fired. All right, Erica Mena is fired. She's at the unemployment line trying to get her unemployment check. Basically, VH1 released a statement talking about the situation and what actions they had to take. And Erica Mena is no longer on the show. Now, a lot of people that are fans of this show, particularly in the article in the comment section, saying, if after you read the article, it sounds like to me they done suspended her, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to bring her back later on in this season or maybe next season. She's not actually fired. She's just pretty much suspended. They're just going to put her in hiding, put her in the backfield and, let the show go on. And when this stuff dies down, they're going to bring her back, because a lot of people say that Erica Mena is very popular to Love and Hip Hop. And to be perfectly honest with you, Erica Mena, she knows drama. She knows drama more than TNT. All right. This girl, she's just like a magnet attract, right? And VH1, I'm pretty sure she's still under contract with VH1, so she's not going to be able to join any other competitors out there in reality TV land, like the Real Housewives of Atlanta or the Real Housewives or whatever, Dubai. Most of those girls that are on the Real Housewives, they're not even really wives. All right. So there's a possibility if they totally fired her and if they totally ripped her contract, she's a free agent. And I'm pretty sure there's another show out there that will snag and pick up Erica Mena. The Zeus Network, they're known to pick up these, reality TV, personalities or people that's on social media and make shows out of them, make a lot of money off of the drama that these individuals produce. Christian Rock and Blueface, they're on the Zeus Network. And a lot of people are subscribed to the Zeus Network. Would not surprise me none if she's totally fired from Love and Hip Hop. It would not surprise me not one bit if the Zeus Network offer her a contract and allow her to have her own reality show. And look, to me, all of these reality TV personalities, they don't have an ounce of talent in their bone. Now, you might you might occasionally get a K Michelle who's a good singer. You might get someone that has some other some type of talent to exploit and to open another door for them. Some of these women, including Erica Mena. I think Erica Mena still has an OnlyFans. Most of these girls have OnlyFans. Most of them are lit in the social media streets. Their Instagram is popping. Okay, their Twitter is popping. All right. So, and they also got these sponsorship deals with, makeup or, yoga pants or whatever, everyone is for sale, particularly with reality TV. And, reality TV isn't the same no more, particularly when, the COVID thing hit and everything was suspended and everything was shut down. And the first wave of people that were struggling during this time was reality TV, because a lot of studios shut down, and the majority of these stars, these quote unquote stars, I'm using my fingers again at quotation marks again, they had no other venue or no way to turn a buck, because they do club appearances, they do these reality shows and things of that nature. When COVID went down, all that stuff was closed, ceased to exist. And that's why a lot of them have OnlyFans. Even Safari still does have OnlyFans. And, they had to figure out some way to make a quick buck. And Erica Mena is one of those people. I think she does feed pics or whatever. Okay, I'm not subscribe to Erica Mena's OnlyFans. I'm not subscribed to hardly anybody's OnlyFans. Okay, but anywho, yeah, Erica Mena is supposed to be fired from VH1 from Love and Hip Hop, but I suspect that she's suspended, and they're gonna bring her back in the fold. If everything just dies out and go away, would not surprise me none if Erica Mena is at the season finale of this year, or possibly she just they'll try to usher her in the next season. But nevertheless, Erica Mena, what the article says, we have to go by what the article says. She is fired from Love and Hip Hop. But guys, tell me what you think in the comment section. We got 5 people in the building. Hope you guys hit the like button and tell me what you think. You think it was you think it was justified of letting Erica Mena go? Hit the comment section. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you think about Erica Mena. Tell me what you think about reality TV. Is reality TV relatable? Is reality TV? I don't think so. I think that wave has been oversaturated from the word go. But guys, tell me what you think, and we're gonna move on to the next order of business. Holy, Young Bleu. Young Bleu is a rapper. Used to be with Bootsy. Now, Bootsy and his brother, they have some issues with one another. Bootsy allegedly said that his brother stole some credit cards from him, and that situation. They're going back and forth in that situation. And basically, Young Bleu is signed to a label of his brother. And, Young Bleu a lot of people feel like Young Bleu done snaked Bootsy out. Bootsy was down with the campaign before anybody. But Young Bleu is, he's a rapper, very popular in the music scene, and married, had a wife. Young Bleu decided to fly one of these thoughts from social media out. I think this girl is from Philadelphia. And he got encouraged by a video that's floating around on TikTok of her tongue, how long her tongue is. And Young Bleu got mesmerized by that, flew this chick out on one of his private planes. And now, here's where the story gets wishy-washy from the chick as well as Young Bleu. There's just a lot of stuff that don't make sense. And there's a lot of stuff missing from both sides of these stories. But from what the girl said on TikTok, and by the way, on TikTok, she basically said that he's weird. He flew her out, gave her 10 G's, and she claims that they had sex. All right. Now Young Bleu saying that no, that's not exactly what happened. I flew her out, and while she was on the plane, I noticed a fishy aroma smell, and he said, "No can do. I can't go for that. No, whoa, no can do." Anyway, so he turned her down, and she kept wondering, and then he's claiming that she was in his DMs wondering why they didn't do it. And he was trying to be respectful and not tell her what exactly why they didn't do it, but she's claiming that they actually did do it. So it's a he said she said type of situation. Anywho, her story is blowing up like wildfire on social media, and his wife was watching. Young Blue's wife was watching this video, and from what she's saying, every time the girl said something that made sense to her, she kept pausing the video, asking young Blue, is this true, whatnot, whatever. I guess, young Blue didn't get his story correct. He didn't get his lie situated, gotten a co-conspirator to help him out with the lie. But guys, I'll be honest with you guys. If you're gonna cheat, okay, first and foremost, you shouldn't cheat. But if you do cheat, you need to have a backup plan. And when that backup plan don't work, have a backup to the backup plan. And when that backup plan and the backup to the backup plan don't work, you better have someone that you can call that can vouch. All three of those things are distinguished and extinguish. Man. Anyway, when all of those resources are no longer at your possession, then you need to hit the red button, break the glass to hit the red button, and just go ahead and confess. Okay, either that or just ride with the lie. You ride and die with the lie. You take the lie to the grave if you have to. All right, but if all else failed, just go ahead and admit. Particularly a person like young Blue. Look, I felt like he was making it worse for himself. I wasn't there when I was not there when he was trying to explain it to his wife. And his wife is basically telling the story from her side, what transpired between her and her husband. Basically, he's running away from her, and he done got locked out of his house. He don't even have the keys to the house, doesn't have keys to his car, telling Boosie to come get him, and all this, that, and the third, just embarrassing him on social media, talking about his braids. Okay, look here. You married him. Okay, first and foremost, cheating is wrong. Okay, cheating is wrong. It doesn't matter if the man's cheating on the woman or the woman's cheating on the man. Cheating is wrong. All right. But disrespecting someone when they're in the wrong is a wrong too. Okay. You can't sit up here. You get wifed down. You get cheated on. And the first thing you do is try to embarrass the person that you married to your friends, family, and followers, and on social media, calling him ugly and musky, and those little braids and things of that nature. Because at the end of the day, you chose them. All right, you picked them. Okay. If he's ugly, that says a lot. That says a lot about you and your choices. All right. So, first and foremost, I understand that she's hurt. That her husband done cheated on her. I understand that she's hurt, and I get all that. But to sit up there and to go to take your problems to social media, even though young Blue kind of took this situation from social media and brought it to his home, all right? But to call him ugly and musky and nasty, and he's got little braids and he's weird. He's always been weird. Okay. So what you're saying is all these signs did not, deter you from marrying him. Okay. And I know a lot of people are going to be in the comment section. Well, she married him because he was famous. She married him because that was a lick. He's marrying him because he's got money. He's got influence. Obviously, she did not marry him for his looks. Obviously, she did not marry him because he's a protector. He's a provider. Obviously, she did not marry him because she was attracted to him. Obviously, she's not marrying him because she loved him. Okay. I understand she's hurt. Okay. I understand the situation she is and she finds herself in. And I also understand that she didn't ask to be in this situation. I get all that. But two wrongs are still a wrong. Okay. He's wrong for cheating on her, but you know what, ma'am, you're kind of wrong, going that route because y'all do have a child together at the end of the day. And when you're calling your husband dusty, ugly, and little braids and musky and always been weird, what you're saying about him, you're pretty much insinuating that your child may have these things that you don't like about your husband. Okay, so just be careful with that stuff. But I understand she's hurt. She's in she didn't ask to be in this position. It's just like, first and foremost, every time you have, I feel like everyone goes to social media too fast with their problems. Everyone goes to social media, and lash out and talk about and air out their problems on social media. And that's a huge issue with a lot of individuals. Like, you can't handle your situations privately, and you want to air out your issues on social media about someone or something. I think being mature, being an adult, taking the higher road, not a lot of people can do that, men or women. And we just talked about that with Tyrese. You know, everyone's saying that Tyrese cries too much. Everyone says that, man, Tyrese always go to social media and air out his disagreements, or showing his emotion on social media because he thinks social media is his friend. He thinks social media is his family. Okay, and the people that he's speaking to on social media, they don't give a god. They don't care not one bit at all about Tyrese. They don't give a fuck. All right, they don't give a damn about Tyrese. It's like watching a train wreck. It's like watching a car wreck. Have you ever been in that long traffic line and you're trying to wonder why is so much traffic on this road? Normally this road doesn't have a lot of traffic. And then you go to the end of the traffic and you see someone's car wrecked. And what do we all do? We rubberneck. We start looking at the car wreck. Oh man, that's effed up. Sometimes people look too hard and then they end up hitting somebody's car while looking at a car wreck. Now you got two car wrecks on the road. Okay. Now traffic's going to be even more longer. All right. But, that's how we are as human beings. So if we're going to talk about Tyrese and say he cries too much, he goes on social media, he wants all this attention, he airs out his disagreements and his issues and take it to social media, he's a big crybaby. Well, what do you say about Young Blue's wife? I'm just saying, if we got to keep the same energy, all right? If we're going to talk about Tyrese and say that, man, you go on social media too much, okay, about your differences and your issues with your ex-wife, okay, and you talk bad about your ex-wife, all right, we should do the same with Young Blue's wife. Okay, you're on social media, handling private matters and you airing out your grievances on social media, because at the end of the day, social media is not your friend. Social media is not your family. Okay, sometimes private matters need to be handled privately, and they need to be handled by your closest friend or someone in your family, a pastor, a marriage counselor, a psychiatrist. Some things need to be settled behind closed doors. But anyway, I don't want to stand on this soapbox all day. Now, let's get on Young Blue. Young Blue obviously cheated and obviously got that good 5,000 done at his on one of his planes. Obviously went down, obviously did something with this girl, even though he can deny it all he wants to. I look at it like this. Let's just say hypothetically you didn't do nothing with this girl, but you still flew this girl out, gave her 10 grand. Stacks. So that makes you even that I mean that kind of put you in even a worse position, in a worse light. Okay, you're gonna fly this girl out, and you mean to tell me you're gonna fly this girl out? You give her 10 racks, and y'all didn't do nothing. Okay, you know, just look, call a spade a spade. Yeah, y'all done did something. And like I said, if you ain't got your lie straight, if you ain't got a backup lie, if you can't phone a friend, or if you're not the type of individual that rides and die with your lie, and you get caught up because you don't got all the details correct, you might as well just confess and just say, yeah, we did it, and work on your marriage. Okay, you know, she might put some stipulations. If she do take you back, she might have some stipulations. You might have to work hard to fight for your marriage. You know, look at Cardi B and Offset. You know, when Cardi B broke up with Offset, you know, Offset was not giving up. Okay, he was everywhere. He wanted that whole thing back. Okay, and he worked hard to get Cardi B back. Cause man, if Cardi B goes on the open market, do you know how many guys would rush into Cardi B's? Look, I know there's plenty of guys that rush in Cardi B's DMs, and she's married. All right, you would have had a slew of guys rushing, almost, breaking their leg to get to Cardi B's DMs. Okay, if she was on the open market. All right. But yeah, Young Blue definitely effed up. I don't know what's going on in their private lives behind closed doors. I'm pretty sure Young Blue is working hard to get that old thing back. Okay. And I mean, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. And if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna cheat, go all the way with it. All right. I wouldn't recommend a guy cheating on his spouse, but you might as well go all the way with it, because if it do get out, at least you got something out of it, and you're gonna work hard to get your wife or your girlfriend back anywho. All right. But he's claiming that nothing happened. She's claiming something did happen. The Young Blue's wife believes something happened. So there you have it. All right. So Young Blue, wish the best of luck for you. It's kind of effed up. Uh, here you are on Labor Day, and you're still fighting for your wife. Okay, so yeah, I wish the best for Young Blue. I hope Young Blue get that straightened, get that situation straightened out, and we're gonna move into the next topic. Okay, feel sorry for you, Young Blue, but you'll be all right. Okay, you'll be good. Okay, you're gonna have to work hard for. Kobe Bean Bryant cheated on his wife, Vanessa Bryant. Okay, and you know what he had to do? He gave her a ring with the rock as big as an island. Okay, because guess what? Kobe Bryant want that whole thing back. Okay, so hey, look, it is what it is. Okay, make sure y'all hit the like button, share this with your friends, family, and followers, and we're gonna move on to the next topic. By the way, if you have some comments about Young Blue, comment in the comment section, and get the comment section active. You heard me. Okay, the comment section is your guys' domain. All right, so we're gonna move on from Young Blue's situation, and we're gonna go to 50 Cent. Now, we talked about this briefly on News and Notes Saturday on episode 60. But he's been living under a rock. Allow your boy to is out on tour. I think he's calling it the Last Ride Tour. And on a recent tour, the sound wasn't working right, the mic wasn't working right, and 50 Cent got irritated because of it, and he threw his mic in frustration. Okay, have we all been there before? You're at work and you're trying to get your work done, and a piece of equipment isn't working like it's supposed to work. What do? We bang on it, we talked to it. I don't know of anyone that took equipment from work and just threw it and it accidentally hit somebody. But we all have been there on a much lesser level and frustrated with your equipment. And what we always do, we hit it, we bang, we talk to it like it's a human being. But I have never heard anyone took their equipment and threw it and accidentally hit someone in the process. Okay, because we know the limitations. We know if we damage the property and we're being seen damage the property, we're gonna lose our job. If we take the property and we accidentally hit somebody with the equipment, we lose our job, possibly get arrested. Okay, so we all know, yeah, we're frustrated, but we're thinking this process out. All right. 50 Cent, 50 Cent, he was on it, he was trying to, utilize the mic. Mic did not work. They was having mic issues the whole time. Well, that in that particular segment, and he just threw the mic in frustration. All right. The mic, accidentally, I don't think 50 Cent purposely did this, but accidentally hit a female in the head. This female works at a radio station. I think it's Power 101 or whatever it is. I don't follow a lot of radio stations, but anyway, she was an employee, and she got hit on the top of the dome with the mic. The mic got mic. It's got like a gash on top of her head. She got a mic print on it. I'm just messing with you with the mic print, but she obviously went to the hospital, and obviously 50 Cent is is going to take care of this matter, take care of this situation, medical wise and responsibility wise. I'm pretty sure he's going to cut a check for this girl, and I don't know if I don't follow 50 Cent on Instagram. I don't know if 50 Cent apologized on social media, but I'm pretty sure knowing 50 Cent's a good dude, and he's a square type of guy. He has principles and morals and things of that nature. I'm pretty sure 50 Cent got on a phone call or went to the hospital and humbly apologized about the incident. And I'm pretty sure this girl that knows that 50 Cent wasn't trying to assault her or intentionally throwing the mic at her. And he was just, at that moment, he was so frustrated, he just threw the mic. Well, the other shoe dropped on this Mike Gate incident. 50 Cent fired the whole sound crew, and basically took to Instagram and talked about the incident, and he fired the whole sound crew, and that garnered some attention. But I think it was at that same show, 50 Cent got into a little situation with Lil Wayne. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But 50 Cent fired the whole sound crew. Now, he's not saying the sound crew was responsible of him throwing the mic at this girl, but he basically fired the whole sound crew because they didn't do their job. They didn't properly do their job because the mics were not working. It was technical difficulties on their behalf. I don't know if it was technical difficulties on the stadium's behalf, but either or, the sound crew has been fired. And with those type of jobs, I have never worked on shows or outdoor events. I don't know if this sound crew tours with 50 Cent or they just hire a sound crew at every state they go to. Maybe it's a different sound crew. Okay, I don't know how it is. I'm pretty sure they get paid for the event that they're working at, and it's like temporary work. Now, I'm not here to say that, well, okay, well, since they were temp type of work, 50 Cent shouldn't even pay for their services. you still have to, even though they're, even though you didn't, they technically, there was a moment in the show where the mics were not working, and you just can't say, okay, well, I'm not going to pay them. Okay, now there was portions of the show where the mics were working, but like I said, is it technical difficulties on their part? Is it technical difficulties with the arena itself? Okay. So he fired the sound crew. I didn't think that had nothing to do with nothing, because this sound crew don't tour with 50 Cent. All right. So he took to Instagram and talked about that. Now there's a story running around that 50 Cent got into a little pushing match with Lil Wayne, and after that incident, hold up, let me pull it up real fast. Let me pull it up real quick, real fast, because I had it in my notes. And we're gonna talk about this thing word for word. You heard me? Where was it? Yeah, hold up. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, because okay, here we go. Lil Wayne cuts, oh shoot. Okay. Lil Wayne cuts performance short during Beyonce concert after ditching 50 Cent. Okay. So this was at Beyonce's concert. Wayne was just one of a handful of artists to open for Beyonce at her LA show. Okay, I'm kind of glad I went to my notes. Rapper Lil Wayne had to cut his performance short during the Beyonce concert Friday night at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles due to apparent technical difficulties with the microphone. He he is now uh garnering a reputation of being fake, especially after ditching 50 Cent a day early. Lil Wayne was one of the handful of artists that was introduced by DJ Khaled, okay, ahead of Beyonce Renaissance World Tour show in LA. But none of the other performers were having problems with their equipment, okay? Uh, Wiz Khalifa, Rodney Ricch, and 2 Chainz were a few other special guests who opened for Beyonce, leaving fans warming up for the main attraction. Okay, when Wayne started his set, the mic started to cut out, leaving the rapper standing there awkwardly in front of his audience as the music continued, playing without his main voice. The music stopped, or the music stopped out, hold up. The show was momentarily delayed, and Wayne told someone behind the scenes that the sound still didn't work. Okay. So, okay, this is just a few tweets. Wayne tested the microphone one more time before walking off the stage and leaving fans bewildered. Thank you anyway, Wayne said. Days early, Wayne was scheduled to perform as a special guest at the 50 Cent show, but stormed out after somebody reportedly accidentally shoved him. Wayne continues to build a reputation of someone who cannot be trusted to perform. He has even walked out of shows when the crowd isn't to his liking. Okay, so that's what everyone is saying, and a lot of people believe that he walked out on a recent tour because someone pushed Lil Wayne. Now, no one's saying 50 Cent pushed Lil Wayne, but when he got pushed, he decided to just leave. But Lil Wayne has demonstrated that a lot of people say that he has a reputation of just simply just basically walking out. All right. For different reasons. The Beyonce Renaissance tour, he walked off because the mic didn't work. And there was other situations where he had walked out on other performances because the crowd wasn't to his liking. Okay. So when you build a reputation like that, which by the way, I haven't heard too much of Lil Wayne walking out on a lot of shows. And to be perfectly honest with you, Lil Wayne, you know, the the early days of Lil Wayne would always go on tour, and maybe he's older now, he's in his 40s, and maybe touring isn't in his blood anymore. Okay, um, and he at first he thought it was, and he comes off as a person to me that he's easy to convince. Like, I'm pretty sure when they was at his home, and like DJ Khaled was at his home, or he was on his or if he video chatted with him, he probably convinced him to go to the Beyonce tour because DJ Khaled was headlining. And DJ Khaled came from the perspective of I've been they're friends, and they worked on each other's projects, and he thought that, hey, as family, hey, could you help me out introducing Beyonce? At first, Lil Wayne probably said no problem. But when he got there, he thought about it, and he said, I don't think I should do this. All right. I don't know if the mic was the real issue. Maybe the mic wasn't working. But like when I read the article, other people that performed, they had no problems with their mics. Okay. And I feel like Lil Wayne's one of those type of people that if you convince him to do something, and if you can do it, if you can get him to do it at that moment, it's all good. But if you give him some time and think about it, and like one little thing can trigger him from not doing it. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Lil Wayne is that type of person. Like, I'm on the outside looking in. I don't know too much about Lil Wayne. I don't know anything about Lil Wayne other than that, yeah. So I think Lil Wayne, hold on one second. Man, my voice was cracking. Dry as hell, dry in the Sahara Desert. Okay. But yeah, I think Lil Wayne is one of those type of individuals. It doesn't take a lot to convince him to do something for you. But he's also one of those type of individuals that when he's in the moment, and if he ain't feeling it, he ain't feeling it. And he's not going to, just, go through the process just to get it done. He's one of those type of individuals that will stop in the middle of his tracks and don't want to do it. Okay. Leaving you holding the bag, or leaving one of his agents to, explain why Lil Wayne isn't going to finish this, that, and the third. Okay. And if he's that way, I think Skip Bayless is like, now Skip Bayless said on his show that Lil Wayne is every week he's going to bless us with a segment by video chat or in the studio. I can see this is a cool concept for Lil Wayne now, but what about a month from now? What about 2 months from now? Okay, is he going to continue doing it, or is this going to be temporary, where he only do it whenever he feels like doing it? So it's one of those things. So we're gonna have to wait and see how all this plays out. All right. So yeah. Any of the topics that we discuss, hit the comment section. Tell me what you think about the topics. And yeah. we're gonna move on to news and notes. I told you guys this was not going to be an extremely long show, all right? And it looks like we're heading in that direction. This is not going to be one of those long shows. So yeah, we're about to be almost done with it. Even though I had a lot of topics, but it was not a lot of topics with a lot of meat on the bone. All right. But it is what it is. All right. So let's give me a second here. Let me get my stuff situated. Other news and notes. Give me a second here. People still talking about the Pinky doll controversy. I don't know why this is controversy. People still talking about Pinky doll is done bleached her skin when it's with the right lighting and the right camera filters, your skin can look wherever you wanted to make it look. You can make it look super bright, or you can make it look super dark. It's welcome to technology 101. All right. Joe Budden mocked the Fresh and Fit crew. Remember, we did a live stream about that last week, I believe. Fresh and Fit, they lost the ability to make money on YouTube. They got demonetized, and it wasn't a good week for the Fresh and Fit crew. And they talked about it and cried about it. And a lot of people were, celebrate good times. Come on. All right. Everybody, just, dancing about it and this and that, and the third. And even though they pretty much caused this on themselves, basically a lot of their live streams, they attack women, but more importantly, they attack, and they were sort of moving in that space of the Tommy Sotomayor type of space, where Tommy Sotomayor would disrespect Black women on every show and call them all types of disgusting and ugly names. And Fresh and Fit was pretty much doing the same thing. And I think it got, they was doing so much of that type of content, it had YouTube, looking at them, as well as them false flagging a lot of content creators, that's a huge no. I mean, you have an obligation as a content creator you have to uphold the terms and agreements. I understand there's a reason why there's a legit reason why content creators flag content creators. Like, if you steal someone's material, like, if you just take someone's video without no commentary and just copy it and put it on your YouTube channel, okay, that's not a good look, okay? Because from a content creator to another content creator, that's, and I lost mine. I'm trying to look for something. I hate looking for something in the dark, and I don't want to turn the lights on. But anyway, it doesn't matter. As a content creator, you have an obligation to be truthful, okay, with your videos, your posts, and not only be truthful with your content, but also be truthful to the terms of the agreement. And Fresh and Fit was false flagging a lot of people that said that had criticism, and they were critiquing Fresh and Fit. And these flags were not legit. And YouTube sent them an email saying that they have to stop doing it. And they said any further actions could lead to them in getting their channel terminated. So you got that on the Fresh and Fit. And then after that, they started saying a lot of stuff, calling people, using a lot of slurs, describing a lot of people, and that was disgusting too. And I felt like that was the nail in the coffin for Fresh and Fit. And now Fresh and Fit, they can make all the videos they want to on YouTube, but they're demonetized. That's the lifeblood of a content creator on YouTube. When you get your channel demonetized, you no longer have the obligation to make money off of your videos. Now, I've seen a lot of people, when they get demonetized, they still continue to make live streams and videos, even though they can get donations through Cash App or whatever. And and they do get donations from their loyal fan base. However, if you find yourself in a situation where you get your channel demonetized, then there's a lot of stuff you have to clean up within yourself. Okay. Because when you get to that point, YouTube already got enough evidence on you to allow them to make this decision. Now, a lot of people are saying, okay, they YouTube was quick to the point with Fresh and Fit, even though this took years. This was years in the making. This just didn't happen overnight. But a lot of people say, well, how come they don't do that to Tasha K? Because Tasha K used a lot of racial slurs. In the early days of Tasha K, she used a lot of racial slurs. She said some unflattering things on her. She lied about certain individuals, and that's why she got sued by Cardi B. And now she got a huge judgment that she's trying to not pay, but that's neither here nor there. We talked about that briefly. How come they don't do the same thing with Cardi B? I think Tasha K. Tasha K has really cleaned up her act ever since she got sued by Cardi B. I think her husband, they have scrubbed a lot of videos of her using, those remarks, those type of slurs. And she's using the umbrella of, I'm just an entertainer. I'm just a comedian. Okay. I'm not a media personality. I'm not a reporter. Okay. I'm not TMZ. I'm not NBC News. Okay. I'm not a journalist, even though in the early days when she was getting sued by Cardi B, she said that she was a journalist. And then now after she gets the judgment, she's not a journalist no more. She's a comedian. She's an entertainer. Okay. And she had to admit under oath that a lot of the stuff, the whole story about all these far-fetched stories about Cardi B, she said they were not true. She said in court, she was just entertaining her audience. Okay. It was all, shits and giggles. Okay. Well, those shits and giggles you got a huge judgment because of those shits and giggles. Now, I will say this. If Fresh and Fit had the opportunity to choose their faith, to choose their path, would you rather get demonetized and you can no longer make money on AdSense on YouTube, or you can keep your AdSense, you're not demonetized, but you got a huge $4 million judgment against you? Which devil you're going to pick? Because 9 times out of 10, people will pick the devil that they're familiar with. All right. I'm sure Fresh and Fit will say, I'll just take my chances on the demonetizing, because there are other platforms we can make money off of, like Twitch. They still do Twitch. I think they're on Kick or whatever you call that, no, Rumble. They're on Rumble. Okay. They still do live streams on Instagram and things of that nature. they're making money, but there was an article I read when we was talking about this. 80% of their income comes from YouTube, and now they no longer have that. So what you got to do, you got to explore other options. Would not surprise me none if I'm pretty sure they're still going to do Rumble. They're still going to do Facebook. They're still going to. If I was them, I would do Twitter Space too. Um, they still going to do live streams on Instagram. And I think they have a Patreon, so they'll still be able to do their Patreon. But if I was them, I would try OnlyFans. Now, Myron and them, they're not going to do anything explicit like sexy feet pics or anything like that. But they can import a lot of their content on OnlyFans and hope that people apply to their subscription service. And that, if Myron and them from Fresh and Fit are listening to this live stream, I would have explicit stuff from the Fresh and Fit, when they interview the girls. I would have that exclusively for OnlyFans, and who knows, you might get a girl to get up twerking. You might get a girl that will show a slip of their boob or whatever, or watching them get drunk or whatever. I feel like there's an to them on OnlyFans if they had that type of content, of their live stream, where there's no holds bar, everything goes, and things of that nature. So that's a possibility that Fresh and Fit could choose. But like I said, they say, in the article it says 80% of their content, every 80% of their revenue came from YouTube, and now they no longer have YouTube. So you have to get in where you fit in, pretty much. Get in where you fit in. Just try to find a lane and get into it. Okay, you got nothing to do. There's nothing to it but to do it. I don't know why I had a hard time saying that. Anyway, okay, so yeah, Joe Budden was talking about the Fresh and Fit crew, and how they effed up the bag, how they fumbled the bag, and it is what it is. So that's pretty much the news and notes. All right. So I'm about to wrap it up in about a couple of minutes. I kind of wait for someone to just come in and comment. Like Saturday, had someone ask me about barbecuing and things of that nature. First and foremost, I like to thank everyone who came through the live stream. I hope y'all hit the like button on your way out. I hope you guys share this with your friends, family, and followers. I hope you hit the subscription button if you was not subscribed to me. Be sure to hit that notification bell, select all. Okay. So I hope you are doing that. I appreciate it if you did. I also like to thank my day one subscribers who done subscribed to me many moons ago when I created this YouTube channel. I really like to thank you guys for, hanging on to the ride. And I like to thank all of my new subscribers. I really do appreciate all my new subscribers that came through, that have been subscribed recently to my channel. I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And I just want to thank, I like to give thanks out there to everyone that's been following the channel and supporting the channel. Okay, I really do appreciate that. Okay, from the bottom of my heart. Okay, yeah, but that's pretty much it, guys. Sorry I couldn't do more. An hour. I gave you an hour of entertainment. Where else can you get an hour worth of entertainment? You heard me? That's pretty much it. Rate, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I really do appreciate everyone liking the new time that I'm doing it. I kind of wanted to get a time where no one's really, it's some prime real estate that no one hasn't tapped into yet. I feel like 4 o'clock to 6 a.m. is my type of time because you get to catch the graveyard crew that's going through YouTube and they run across your live stream. They want to watch something other than someone playing Call of Duty or Fortnite. Okay. And then you got your morning crew, the morning audience that wakes up around 4 to 6, getting ready to go to work, getting ready to go to school, just getting up and starting their day. So you got that crew as well. So I thought too early for this podcast was a must. And I really do appreciate everyone that has been paying attention to the podcast. You heard me? So I'm about to head on out of here, guys. I also like to thank everyone that had watched this podcast. Holy, we're not even a full 2 days in, and people are watching this podcast because we talked about Samantha Lee, we talked about Tyrese Gibson, we talked about Boosie Badass, we also talked about his daughter. We also talked about a little bit about 50 Cent. We talked about a lot of stuff. This ain't really a gaming podcast, but hey, what the hell? I'm running out of things to talk about. So the reviews are in on Starfield for all the people out there that likes gaming. Now, first and foremost, Phil Spencer and people over there at Microsoft was promoting Starfield as this is going to be the game. This could have been game of the year, had game of the year vibes and things of that nature. People have already done played it. People done gave their verdict. When I was watching some live streams of Starfield Saturday, and I think I watched Kid Smooth Kid Smooth channel, and I watched some other channels, and it got me curious about Starfield, and I went on Twitch and watched Starfield from other Twitch streamers, and after I watched some of the live streams, and I was hyped up. I was getting ready to buy an Xbox and buy Starfield. I wasn't going to go into Game Pass and play this game. But after I got more information about Starfield, I felt like this wasn't the game for me. Okay. And you're probably saying to yourself, okay, what done transpired? What has changed? Okay. You liked it. Okay. Why you don't like it now? I feel like after listening to everyone's reviews and watching everyone's live streams, everyone constantly says the same thing repetitively about Starfield. And one of the issues that people have about this game, and I'm not talking about the graphics and is this a next gen game? I'm not going to go into all that. I just think you're reaching if you're going that far with that. But one of the criticisms about the game is you have to play the game a pretty significant time for it to get good. Now, some people say you just can't just play 2 hours of this game and then you're going to get hooked on it. There are some people out there saying that you got to put in at least 15 hours. I've heard 20 hours. All right. And to me personally, if I got to play almost a full day of a game for it to finally get good, that's a red flag to me. Okay. I shouldn't have to spend 20 hours to play a game for it to finally get good. They said it's a slow burn. The story isn't a great story, but it's not a great story. And on top of that, you have to play this game a long, long time for it to get good. Now, some people say it's 30 hours. I don't know how long the story is, but I've heard a lot of people say you just can't simply play 2 hours of this game. You have to And I think 20 hours is a bit. I don't think they said 20 hours. I think they said at least 8 hours or 10. If I gotta play a game that long, then that's a red flag for me for it to start getting good. Okay, another thing that worries me about this game is you know, and I've heard people talk about it. It's and once again, I'm not going to talk about the graphics. I'm not going to talk about the attention to detail or anything, which I'm going to talk about something momentarily that I heard from a live stream. But the one another criticism I had, you have to always go into your menu. I think that's another red flag. Like, the developers, you guys couldn't simplify that you have to make your game appealing for not only the hardcore gamers and not only gamers that are fans of Bethesda, but you also have to make your game for casual gamers, because maybe casual gamers might dig your game. But if you don't simplify the controls, all right, that's another red flag. Now, I'm pretty sure, after a couple of updates and things of that nature, that can be addressed, that can be fixed. Okay. And the last thing I said, I gave a hard pass to this game. And again, I don't think it's a huge issue, but it's a red flag, is the constant walking. Okay. The constant walking. Now, I know why they did that, because they obviously they don't want people to have vehicles, because what people do with the vehicles, people are going to take the vehicles and they're going to try to drive as far as they can until they reach that invisible wall. But you got people on Twitter, you got people on YouTube, you got people on Twitch that are still testing it without the vehicles. They're literally walking as far as they can walk until they get to that invisible wall. So they're doing that anyway. I saw someone on a video on Twitter that tried to fly to the moon. And it took a long time for them to get to the point. But when they finally got there, they couldn't even land on the moon. It was basically a picture of the moon. So they couldn't even land on it once they got there. All right. So all I'm saying is, Bethesda, you should have just added vehicles in there, so the curious people, the people that want to critique every small thing about this game, no matter if you have vehicles in there or not, they're still going to do that. All right. So that's another red flag. Okay. No vehicles. You should have vehicles in this game. Okay. I'm pretty sure after a couple of updates, they're going to fast travel, or they may add a vehicle, whatever. All right. I'm not, I like graphical defying games, but it's not the end all and be all for me. I have played games that are not quote unquote graphically amazing. I don't think the sound has to be that extreme to the point, oh man, this, where you go when you leave the game, go, man, I love the way how the game sounds. Okay. I'm not that a stickler of it. There's some things in the game that I can tolerate. But so far, after watching IGN and after watching a couple of more reviews, this is a hard pass for me. This wasn't Bethesda's decision. I think this was a Microsoft decision. And I think they made this decision to sell Game Pass. Clearly, if people buying Game Pass, they're not buying Game Pass because of Starfield. If Starfield wasn't on Game Pass, people will still continue. If people were fans of Game Pass, they're going to buy Game Pass. I think they should have made this game available for everyone. I know the Nintendo Switch probably couldn't handle this game, but I think people that have PlayStation 5s, which by the way, there are more PlayStation 5s than Xbox S and X. Now there are more Nintendo Switches than PlayStation, But that game, Starfield, will be great on a PlayStation console. Now, here's something, buddy. I think they're gonna let Starfield have like a year exclusive on Game Pass and PC and Xbox, and then after the year, they're going to port this game to PlayStation. And when PlayStation gamers get it, this game is will have several updates making the game better. So the people that have PlayStations, when they play this game, Starfield, um, it's not going to have a lot of bugs and glitches and a lot of the struggles that people are dealing with the early adopters. They won't have those struggles when it goes to PlayStation. Now, you're probably wondering, why do you think that, Chris? Why do you think that this ultimately going to go on PlayStation? Because Starfield is not a system seller. It's not a service seller. People are not there. You're not going to get a huge influx of people subscribing to Game Pass all because they want to play Starfield. I think when the dust settled, a lot of people that have Game Pass, they're going to download this game. They're going to play it for a couple of hours, and then they're going to give up on the game. All right. I don't think a lot of people are going to buy this game separately, the PC or the Xbox Series X and S. You got to make up your money some kind of way. And when you abandon a platform that have the most gamers, when you compare it to the Xbox platform and the Xbox Series S platform, I think PC is I don't think it's going to be a huge influx of PC gamers picking up this game either as well. You have to make up your money some type of way. You have to recoup your money some type of way. Why not put it on a PlayStation? That's all I'm saying. Maybe 6 months down I say a year down the road. Okay. So just be sure when this happens, when you hear this announcement next summer, just be sure to let everyone know I'm Christian Down One speculated that this would happen. All right. So yeah. But other than that, it's a hard pass. I thought I was going to buy an Xbox Series X and I was going to buy the game separate. I wasn't going to buy Game Pass and play this game. But after I done my research, it's a hard pass. But like I said, you never know. This might get ported to PlayStation because Microsoft has to recoup their money some type of way. And who knows, Microsoft Gaming, after this game flops, what is the future of Xbox Gaming? Okay. So we'll have to wait and see on the other shoe dropping on that. And I feel like if there's some changes in Xbox Gaming, I think they're going to have a new head honcho, and that person's going to have a different perspective of the future of Game Pass, of the future of console exclusives, and making their games available everywhere. If you have Game Pass or if you don't have Game Pass, all right? But, it is what it is. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, other news, Mercedes coming out with the new line of G Wagons. I saw that on the ticker today. So if you are a Mercedes owner and you like the G Wagon, they got a new rendition of the G Wagon. I think it's a little bit smaller than the original G Wagon. So we're gonna have to wait and see how it looks. But that's what Mercedes is coming with their news. I thought that was some news I should give to you guys. And yeah, that's it, guys. Oh, I'm in the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna make some content exclusively for my membership audience. I'm in the lab making it. I've been working on this new content for the past couple of weeks. It will be available sometime in the middle of out supported. The only way you're gonna be able to watch this new content if you hit the join membership button, and members will be able to watch this content exclusively. All right. So I'm bringing back some old faithfuls that I used to do on YouTube, but now since YouTube with their terms and services, there are a lot of things you can't talk about or even say because it automatically when you put it on it automatically you're not going to get a lot of ad play on these videos. So yeah, this is gonna be for my membership audience. So if you ain't a member, join now. All right. And I think I'm gonna have a sale on my membership program, but we'll talk about that a little bit later once I get the content, the majority of the content that I'm working on right now. Once I get it recorded and once I get it finished and put it on the list for my join membership audience, then later on we're going to talk about my membership plan. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. For the people that's been asking on Twitter, I'm Chris the Don One Podcast. I haven't made an episode on Spotify, iTunes in the past couple of weeks. We're gonna get that back crack-a-lacking soon. I hope I'm gonna try to record a session sometime this week, and I'm gonna make it available for you guys this coming Saturday. So it's not like I have stopped doing it. It's just your boy has been mad busy and I just haven't had time to do it. But it is what it is, dog. It is what it is. All right. So like I said, I'd like to thank everyone that came by. I appreciate everyone that done came by. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you guys next Saturday morning. Okay. Same back channel, same back time. Saturday morning, we're going to do this again for another rendition of Teary for this podcast. Episode 61. Saturday will be episode 62. All right. Like I said, I really do appreciate everyone that keeps coming in. Every time I do these things, the live streams just grow. Okay. So I know there's an audience out there that really appreciate that. I got some stuff that I'll be talking about a little bit later about Too Early for This podcast, but we'll talk about that at a later time, at a later date. Okay. It's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from Ghost. It's your boy, I'm Chris Down One. I'm out.